I know we had that fight with Devin Haney and Brian Newman Jr. a couple months ago. Devin Haney wound up winning. What I wanted to ask you actually was what do you feel would be like the best course of action for Brian Newman Jr. going forward? What do you think is going to happen next for his career?
Get a real trainer and ditch his father as a trainer.
Just get rid of senior.
Mm-hmm. They were disorganized in the corner. They had no strategy in the corner. They didn't make any adjustments. They didn't do anything. Not a good sign.
Okay. As far as opponents though, like what do you think will be next for him? Because I know like Top Rank has a
I,
couple
I,
guys in house.
I don't know. I don't know. You're asking me something I can't answer because Top Rank is promoter doesn't have a TV deal, so it's hard to say.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay. I was thinking maybe like Tiger Johnson or Rohan Polanco.
I mean, okay, yeah, but who's paying for it? Top Rank doesn't have the money.
Yeah.
They got both fighters, so you know.
They'll probably have to come in as a B side then on another card, on another promoter's card or something like that. Because Top Rank, they don't got
We'll
nothing
see.
going on.
We'll see.
Okay. I know Keyshawn Davis is slated to fight Jermaine Ortiz in a really interesting fight. First fight at 140, coming off a layoff. What do you think about that matchup?
Um, I I think that was very unprofessional what he did in his last fight where he missed the weight. I feel he did it intentionally. I feel that there was enough detractors saying he wasn't going to win that fight, and I think he did it intentionally to bail out of the fight, losing the title in the meantime also. And I don't think he could make the weight anymore and be strong. And be strong. I could make the weight, but not be strong. I think going up to 140 pounds is a good move for him. I think he's a very good fighter, but he's got to show me that he wants to do this. The last thing in moving, not making weight, then making no effort, showed me that he's a fucking idiot. So, first of all, he calls himself the businessman. He blew a $1.3 million payday.
That's not
So,
good business.
no, that's not
No
good
bueno.
business. Even if you don't call yourself the businessman, let alone if you do. So,
Correct. Do you? He's mentioned he's floated the idea around that if he beats Jermaine Ortiz, he wants to go to 147 right after this fight. Um,
bad idea.
Bad idea? Why? Why is that a bad
You
idea?
should stay at 140 pounds. Those guys. It's a big jump from 35 to 40 up to all the way up to 47. Completely different human being. His punches at 35 and 40 are good. Those same punches at 147 will bounce off guys like they don't exist.
Okay.
Just like Floyd. Who did he knock out at 47? He was knocking out people at 35 and 40. Never
Victor,
knocked out anybody at 47.
Victor Ortiz. I'm joking. I'm joking. By the way, Rick, your buddy's here. Your boy Daniel Rubin, Pro Box in the building. He says, "Wow, this is great." And Slick Rick looks amazing, and he likes your new hat.
New hat. I've had this for years. What the fuck's he talking about?
I don't know. You got to take it up with him. But he's saying you got a new hat. You look great.
No, he's never seen me wear because I only wear it in bad weather.
And right now you in upstate New York where it's snowing outside. It's
Yeah, I
cold.
was in Florida for 8 days, and it was a dream.
Yeah,
You know,
and by
dream
Florida
lifestyle.
standards, it was cold by Florida standards.
No, it wasn't. It was 77 to 81 every day.
Yeah, some people complain about that, Rick. 70 degrees,
Yeah.
softies.
I don't.
We got a super chat, Rick. El Jefe says, "Why is Zurdo selling his belt to PBC and David Benavidez?" What do you think about that fight, Rick?
Who's
Benavidez and
selling? Who's
Zurdo.
selling what? The guy's a WBA and WBO champ, and it's a multi-million-dollar fight, and he's got a great shot to win. Nobody's ever seen David Benavidez over 175 pounds. He's fighting a big guy who weighs 200 pounds. He's left-handed, and it's going to be a fight.
He only has one loss, and that's to Bivol.
It's a fight. Nobody's selling shit.
Yeah, it's a unification fight too. Benavidez goes up there, gets two more belts. And the thing is too, like you have Jai Patai, who's in the weight class, who's
It's
a
the
good
biggest
fighter.
fight you can make in the United States right now in that weight class.
For sure, for sure. I know, like right now, there's really no money in fighting Opataya because I know Turkey, and then they didn't. They gave Jai Opataya, I believe it was a $1 million budget to fight on one of the cards out there in England, and like they couldn't get Chris Billups to agree to the money or whatever. So yeah, it's the biggest money fight.
No question.
What do you think about Jai Opataya, Rick? Because I don't think I've ever asked you about Jai Opataya.
I'm high on him, but I think everybody overrates him as some kind of killer, and I don't think he's that. He's good. Don't get me wrong, but when Holyfield was around at cruiserweight, he was better. There's been better cruiserweights than him over the years, but he's good. Very good fighter.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of those narratives come from the fact that he's putting these guys in the hospital, like he's getting these highlight reel knockouts. Yeah, the guy like these guys been fighting recently. You know, they're not killers or anything like that, but he's doing what he got to do.
Everything's relative to who you're fighting.
Correct. Okay. I know you got another big fight, right? You got Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. It's the big fight for the sport.
I like Shakur.
I like Shakur too. Why do you like Shakur over Teo?
Ring IQ, left-handed, brilliant counter puncher, knows distance and range, can fight on the inside and fight on the outside. He fights great hip to hip when he lines up his hip with your hip and he rolls. Too smart. Teo's had too many bad nights. Not just the loss to Gamboa, but he's had too many bad nights. And even though he won, if he had a bad night with this guy, you ain't winning. If he had a good night, he may not win.
So you don't see a path to victory for Teo?
Yeah, he can win, but I don't see it happening. He can win. It's not an outbet fight, but he can win. But I just like Shakur. I think I think Shakur is one of those guys we're going to be talking about in 10 years as an all-time great.
Yeah, I think if he puts it together, he's got the potential to do that. Rick, if the winner of this fight will be the guy in the division. That will open up potentially bigger fights against some of the other champions like Richardson Hitchins, Zurdo, Matias. What do you think about, maybe you pick Shakur? What do you think about Shakur versus either Matias and or Hitchins?
Easy win, both of them.
Both of them?
Both of them. Easy.
Yeah, wide points.
Just plays with both guys.
Even at 140, like you feel like he's gonna have enough to keep those guys honest. Well, like a guy, not so much Hitch, but like a guy like Matias who comes forward and throws a lot of punches.
Matias is not a puncher. He's inconsistent too. He can be outboxed easily. Harrow outboxed him in Puerto Rico, for Christ's sake. Enough said right there, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. So like